Well, hi everybody. Nice to see you again. So let us see if I get this right at this point. Okay, so maybe
Opposite
what
way
was
to where
that?
you think. What was that?
Okay, which way? No, I just heard some really crazy sounds in outside. But anyway, so no. Yes. So this is
And this is Ildi.
but how come that you can do it? You can so easily.
I've
It
tricked
always
my
fails me.
brain.
Oh,
No, I
anyway,
can I can
you're
do
just.
reverse directions, but I can't do understanding music videos, whereas you can do that, so, we all have our different
Yeah,
talents.
well, okay, I'll take that. I'll take anything I can get. So now we are going to actually listen to two songs and a skit and a song from the album. So we are doing our song by song review as we usually do it with every BTS album that we can get our hands on. And luckily for us, we have a translation for the skit, and I asked you, Ben, that we should do the skit as well because I personally really like the skits on every album. I just even before I understood any Korean or I knew very little of BTS, but I found it very interesting just to listen to them talk, and it kind of gave me a weird insight into their lives through an album. So I'm very curious about how this will sound and what they are going to talk about because I'm surprised that they brought this back. It's been, I don't know how many albums, at least, I don't know, four. Because the latest skit that we had was about the Billboard Music Award goes to,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it was a drop afterwards. But it wasn't really a skit because it was a skit in a sense that it was just like an episode of something. But at the same time, it wasn't them talking, right? So I think it's going to be quite interesting. Should we start?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, ready when you are.
So yeah, let's do the countdown. Three, two, one.
So it's them hitting number one with Dynamite, right?
The reason why I like this because they sound so natural compared to when they're doing interviews when they are clearly like at least in their heads prepare some answers.
Yeah.
Wow. One thing is for sure, they are speaking so fast that I don't think I'll be able to learn Korean by this.
No, definitely not.
Sorry, I was crying. Ah. And it's rain in the background. Can you hear it?
Just
Or
barely,
something
yeah.
in the background.
I have to have it quite low, otherwise it'll overpowers both of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this should be us, Ben. Let's go for a drink.
We can't.
Oh. Once we get to Korea, I'm gonna get so drunk.
Oh, same, yeah.
And I don't even drink.
Same. It won't take so much to get us drunk.
Like two glasses of soju when I'm like on the table. Oh, they are practicing
Practice
no more dream. That's interesting. Ah, 진짜.
Still showing your abs in that one, Jimin?
Oh well, not really. He's not doing it anymore.
Yeah,
Rather disappointed, I have to tell you, Ben.
yeah,
Rather
not the
disappointed.
service you expect, is it?
Oh, okay. Koopa.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, that was very, very, very nice to listen to.
Hmm.
It just kind of it's one of those things like it's a snippet of a life, like what they are talking about, like um how they are approaching the news, or like what their immediate reaction is. As you guys know, like we've done a lot of reaction videos. Personally, I really like hearing and seeing honest reactions, but I would almost say that this format, just hearing their voice, gives them a bit more freedom, so they don't have to behave that much. They
Hmm.
don't have to act in front of the camera, even though that we know that they are very natural, because their entire career was spent in front of cameras. But yeah, I think this is the next level of intimacy without, you know, just having cameras on them and like, tell us what you feel, tell us how you feel,
Hmm.
type of thing. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it was nice and genuine seeing their reaction to being Billboard #1. But it's a shame they had to bleep Sugar. I would have liked to know what he actually said.
Yeah. By the way, this is the thing to say. Get well soon, Sugar.
Oh, is
Um,
he ill?
no, you know what? You haven't heard what happened. So basically, he had an accident when he was still a trainee. He got hit by a car when he was
Oof.
delivering food as a delivery boy. So basically, his shoulder was dislocated and fractured and everything, but he didn't tell the agency because he was afraid that they're gonna, cut him from the whatever
Okay.
trainee list. Um, so he was practicing. He needed to stop b-boying as a start.
Mm.
And then he was practicing nevertheless. And what happened basically that at one point he told the agency he was still a trainee, and they said that that's perfectly okay, and we're gonna pay for your education for your university, because that's why he was doing extra jobs as well. So it all turned out to be okay, but he's been in pain for years now. So
Mm.
basically, what they said, that they pre-recorded a lot of stuff, even like them being on, I don't know, Good Morning America or AMAs or whatever. I think Good Morning America was only the sixth of them now promoting, but they pre-recorded a lot of stuff, and now he had a surgery, a
Oh,
shoulder
okay, okay.
surgery, a pretty serious one. So it's not like one of those things that will only take you like a few weeks to get better off, but this is a fairly serious one. But
Months.
I think the armies are all very supportive, because I think everybody has been quite worried, because it's been visible for years that he's really suffering from
Okay,
like a lot
okay.
of the choreography, especially with like Idol. Idol was one of the crucial points when when you have the
The
Ayo, and
yeah.
yeah, and that was very hard for Suga to do.
Mm.
And every other after every other performance or tour, videos came out, people who were close to him, and you can see him when they are doing the kind of speeches, just trying to relax and trying not to show how much in pain he is.
Mm.
So yeah, so he had a surgery, but before he did, like, he did so much content, like extra content. He did live recordings of him painting, learned how to play the guitar. He even sang with the guitar on V Lives and stuff. So it's and then he did obviously a whole mixtape. So I think a lot of the fans were extremely moved once they kind of put the picture together. That's one of the reasons why we had so much content from him, because he was preparing to go away
Okay,
for a
okay.
bit. So
Okay,
yeah, that's
that's
what happened
interesting.
with Sugar.
I didn't know
Yeah, yeah.
if that maybe that has an impact on why this is like a more chilled out album, so he can still kind of sit and do his parts, maybe.
Yeah, it's also possible. I think they definitely need to take that into consideration. And I think the pre-release of Dynamite might have something to do with it as well, in terms of, like, they promoted that a lot.
Mm.
And then they got great results, obviously, with the nomination. But maybe when we listen to Dynamite, that's, or like, I don't. This is in Dynamite is in this album as on this album as well.
Certainly
But like, we
is.
can talk about the Grammy nomination thing there. But I think maybe it is better that way. Like, it will be quite a few months before we get back to the normal setting of concerts and everything. So hopefully he will get enough time to rest and get better.
Mm-hmm.
So all the best, Suga. So in terms of the skit, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And I think it's very relatable. It's almost, it made me think like, oh, we should go and have a drink. It just kind of shows how natural they feel and how comfortable they feel in each other's company. This kind of idea of, how close they are. Anything to add on this one?
It's just hard not to root for these guys.
Yeah.
You hear them like genuine reactions and like joking about, oh, can't you make room for a Billboard #1 singer? Don't even get me a seat. Come on now. It's like very kind of laddish banter. Like I love that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
That's nice to hear.
That's very true. It's almost like they are not. It is a big achievement. It's a
huge achievement.
So why should they downplay it? Yeah, like why should they downplay it? It's I think it's kind of interesting. They are comfortable in their own skin when it comes to at this point, because we know that they've been struggling with the idea of like how big they became, and like it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I think it's probably that's a constant struggle. But like what a great feeling is that they have each other to kind of joke off and have that laddish banter. That's absolutely true. I think we should go to the next song, which apparently it's a more cheerful song. It's called Telepathy. Is it?
Yeah, Telepathy.
Yeah. Telepathy. Interesting. I heard that this is a more cheerful song, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
And then again, the reason why I wanted to watch this together, because these connect to each other, right?
What in the track listing or?
Yeah. Like they usually, when you listen to the whole album in its entirety, like you are kind of like on a journey of a certain mood setting, right? So in a laddish, I'm wondering what sort of song comes after this conversation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, then countdown time. 3, 2, 1. Wow, this is neutral so far.
Spacey. Oh, I like this. And Robo Sugar back. Not a fan
Anyway,
of that.
I'm gonna. Oh, come on.
That's a shame.
Anyway, there is still a chance. Okay, this is
This is better.
Yeah. Because I like, I'm not against auto-tune at all, but like if there are added harmonies, for example, that makes it so interesting.
Whoa.
What was that?
The auto-tune slide.
Yeah.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah. Oh, that was very nice. Jimin just saying, it's so good.
Yeah, little ad-libs.
Again, this is a very good flow. Beverly Hills? Hillbilly? What?
Do you mean Beverly Hills?
Ah.
Maybe.
I was hillbilly. I was thinking about hillbilly and country.
I was like, what the hell is a Bibbly Hills?
Pass. Again, the slide.
Yeah, the auto-tune slide is a figment of this.
It's almost like they selected this, that okay, this is the thing that we're gonna try on this song.
Yeah.
Okay, nice run in the background by Jimin. Very good. Okay.
That's nice. That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. These songs are quite short.
Mm.
I think it's like this one is also just like 3:22.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how short they are, and all the previous songs were short as well.
Mm. They're all They're all like
Eh,
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah. Let me start on this one. Wow, it's nice to finally have a time where I can listen to a BTS song on first listen and go, oh, I like this. That hasn't
Oh,
happened for a while. Usually I'm kind of like convincing myself, hey, it's not as bad as it could be, but this time I'm like, I actually like this. This is good. Like instantly I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in on this one. Like that backing track is great. Their vocals enjoyable, not too much auto-tune, aside from the slide and sugar. And like, oh, the melodies they chose and the rhythms of their raps, I think were really nice. Didn't feel too cliche. Like I feel like I've not heard this a million times. Like I have a lot of stuff. So yeah, big thumbs up from me. Big thumbs up.
great. This is so good to hear. You know what I was thinking about? For me, this song is almost like when you have a sing-along with your friends while you're cooking, while you're preparing for like a house party or something, or like a sing-along in your living room.
Mm.
Like this is how it feels like. And the only difference is that they put a very strong filter on top, which is whether it's the it's all for me that slide when it appeared the second time. It reminded me of me trying to sing in a Nora bang, but then you change the filter and it suddenly becomes like you know.
Yeah, that's quite spot on actually. When you just max the reverb.
Yeah, like a deliberate distortion. So it sounds like, you know what, let's sing along in our kitchen. And then like, so it's so chill, very comfortable to listen to, even with like these strong stylistic choices. But like it totally reminded me of that, like singing along in the living room. There's no pressure, and it's almost like with this song there was no pressure to perform perfectly or just be something that you're not. So I think it was a very comfortable song to listen to. But it literally reminded me of Friends in the Nora Bang, but then you change the reverb.
Yeah,
That was the song.
just feels much more relaxed to me, and I like that. Like I much prefer relaxed BTS than like hyper focused like perfection BTS. Like this is way more what I want from them.
Yeah, I really like BTS as well, and I also like BTS. I like the BTS that is comfortable in their own skin and allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's like when a performance is not perfect or just like slightly messed up, or like the song is that way. Like Ampamman is a big favorite of ours.
I love
right?
that song.
It's just like because that gives them freedom to do whatever. And like that's what we love. We love that era of K-pop when idols just do whatever because they can be so freaking entertaining. Like it's amazing to watch. And the other thing that I was thinking about, and I'm trying to find it, is the I think Jessie. Do you watch Jessie's short review?
No, I don't think I have yet.
And that's just like a very short program. It's like always maximum 15 minutes long. I really like it. I think it's super cool, and they get quite interesting people to have some sort of like conversation with Jessie. And they had like a fortune teller about like the 4 pillars of destiny of like a 60-year-old guy, and half of the things that he said Jessie didn't even understand. It was very, very lovely, like how she was figuring out the cultural differences between Korean Americans and Koreans. Anyway, recently she had on a girl called Park Moon-chi, who
Oh, I
is
like her. She's
became
cool.
Yeah, oh, like I haven't. This is how I discovered her. I have to listen to her stuff. But like I was wondering about this kind of neutral, right? Like how it
Mm.
appeared, and this had retro elements in it. This song, but it wasn't completely neutral. It wasn't completely 2000 or completely 90s. It played an homage of things, of comfortable songs that you listen to when you're with your friends,
Mm.
type of thing. But it wasn't completely neutral. What do you make of this thought? Because it had a vibe about it for me, but I might be on the wrong track.
I kind of, yeah, I just think it was like kind of comfortable. It was like relatively normal pop. I feel like it was like kind of a combination of like maybe like synth pop and like R&B. I feel like it's a good combination of those two. Like it's got some of that bounce and that kind of swagger of R&B, but it's also that typical like comfortable, catchy kind of dance pop, synth pop type stuff. So yeah, I mean, I just like it.
It's so, but I think the melody was very easy to sing along to. And I think it's
Mm.
key when it comes to those comfortable songs that like if you have no wonder ballads are different. Like that is a challenge that is told through the story that like whether it's a heartbreak or whatever. And usually the melody copies that emotion. But when it comes to these chilled songs, it's easy to listen to, and I love those. That's why we love trot as well, because it's easy to listen to. At least the pop trot is not necessarily the classical one. But
Mm.
you said that you like Park Munchi. You have to
Yeah.
send me stuff then.
Yeah, well, because Park Munchi, I only found her like a couple of months ago when she performed at oh, what was it called? It was that online concert I was like paying attention to a lot. What was it called? Oh
Oh, I know.
God.
I think it was the Korean Cultural Association did this one, right? And you even
Yeah,
sent it to
yeah,
us.
yeah. What the hell was it called? I can't even remember. It's completely gone out of my
Anyway,
mind. But we'll put it in editing when I find out. But yeah, there was like this like I think it was like a 3 or 4 day concert, and there was just like hour-long ish sets for each act, and or like half an hour or whatever. And Park Munchi did a set, and she's got a song where it's like her and this band that she has called Park Munchi Universe, and it's like her and like a couple of singers and some dancers and stuff, and like they do like an homage to the band Cool, who obviously we've watched a couple of
oh
songs of,
wow.
and it's so 90s, and I really like it.
But, like then that should be like once we finish recording the like what was that, like the mixed gender groups, like
Oh, the co-ed
the
class.
co-ed groups. Like I think that would be because we are planning to do some sort of like neutral episodes as well. I think we should put Park Munchi on the list,
For sure, for sure.
because absolutely. Okay, so now that we totally agree with that, we love this song. So this is again a big thumbs up.
Huge thumbs up.
Yes, huge thumbs up. This is going really well. I'm so glad.
Early shout. I know that we haven't finished the album, but it feels like they saved all the good songs for this and just dumped all of the like surplus on Map of the Soul 7. Hot
Well,
take.
this is a very controversial thing to say because a lot of people love Map of the Soul 7, but as you guys know, this place is for honest opinions, and you can't like everything. But there's definitely a chance for us to fall in love with BTS all over again, because so far we listened to some amazing songs. So let's see what the rest of the album has in store for us. So let's go to the next song. See you guys very soon.